Okay, the Power Rangers. Man, I'm pleasantly surprised. What can I tell you? My first uncontrollable grin. That means it was a good movie. I always judge movies, every movie, that if I look at my watch or look at my phone while I'm in the movie, that means that the movie didn't captivate me. That means I'm trying to see how long the movie's been going on, and how much time do I have left, and what's going on outside. It should take me away. A good movie should take you away. I only looked at my watch. The movie did take me away, but I did look at my watch one time, and that was to find out how long I've been into the movie before they actually turned into the Power Rangers. Because that's the whole point. And there's a huge build-up until you actually get to that. It took about an hour and 15 minutes before they actually finally turned into the Power Rangers. You know, we've all seen the TV show and the kids thing, Power Rangers and everything. And I was really hoping that it wasn't going to be one of those things where it was really cheesy or poorly done or something like that. Let me just adjust this. There you go. I was hoping it wasn't going to be poorly done. And to my surprise, it was a bunch of teenagers that become the new Power Rangers, just like before. But it wasn't done cheesy. There could have been a little bit more fighting, a little bit more action, but you got to expect that in the beginning. I'm sure there's going to be more sequels to this. So now that they know how to fight, we've seen their vehicles. They all come together to make that one Mega Droid, whatever the fuck his name is. I'll figure it out and tell you guys. And you know what? Through the movie, when they did turn into that thing, if that's a spoiler or not, I don't know. But I was like, it would be cool to see that motherfucker against Megatron or any other Transformer. That would be some real shit. But it was a good movie. It was really, really good, man. And I hope to see more. It's kind of, there was one or two parts where it was a little bit slow, but it was really, really well done, really good. I didn't feel like I wasted my money. I didn't feel like, it was a good movie, Okay, so this movie is about Power Rangers. If you don't know what Power Rangers is, it's a bunch of kids that they don't have superpowers at first. They're just regular badass kids from school that have to spend their Saturdays in detention hall. And, through the cosmic powers of the universe, they end up coming together because one of them, they all end up converging in the same rock quarry that's supposed to be off limits. And they stumble upon these gems that are all different colors, which makes up the Black Power Ranger, the yellow, pink, and so on and so forth. They end up, going through the gauntlet, if you will. They end up going through the training aspect of things and becoming the Power Rangers. And surprisingly enough, it was very well done because it wasn't cheesy. What they have to go through to actually get their armor is some real shit. And it's not easy. It didn't just like a closet door opens and da da da, like Batman putting on his shit. It's a process, and it's good to see that they showed the process. It's good to see that they took their time creating. It's not boring, but it's not super action packed. The ending is cool though. The ending is cool, and I'm looking forward to the new ones to come because this is how they're starting out. With a bang like this, it should take off and it should be really good. Now, if I had to identify with a Power Ranger, I would be identifying with the blue Power Ranger, which was the little skinny black guy who got bullied in school. He gets bullied in school, and the red Power Ranger ends up sticking up for him, which is really cool to see. And he's the nerd that is into geology, and he's really just into his own thing. and he's a bookworm. He can remember things, and he can remember everything. And he's the one that goes to this rock quarry. That's where his father died, and that's where he goes to kind of be close with his dad, because that's what they used to do, was dig up rocks and geology and all that kind of stuff. And he's the one that finds that kind of brings everybody together. And I'm not trying to give away too much of the story, but he's the reason why all this happens, even though it's supposed to happen by some cosmic divine intervention. But he's got a cool little character, and he becomes himself and becomes his own. The Yellow Power Ranger was played by a young lady named Becky G, and she's like the outcast that switches from city to city and school to school every year. Can't really get her footing. Can't make friends. Wants to be very guarded, and is just the introvert kind of don't fuck with me and I won't fuck with you kind of thing, hard nose. And they actually made the bold move of making her lesbian, and they tell you that at the very, she kind of slips it in there when they're telling their deepest, darkest secrets, and they don't come right out and say it, but she does end up saying that she didn't grow up like her family wanted her to, and there's an insinuation here that she's into women more than men. And being a teen, that's one of these things that it's good to have it in the storyline and to cover it. So it worked out pretty good. The lead Power Ranger was played by a young man named Darcy Montgomery. High school quarterback, jock, got things going on. Usual fuck up. Played the role right. Big man on campus, in school, very believable. His dad was, I can't remember his dad's name or whatever, but his dad was typical. You could tell dad used to be an athlete too, and he's looking for his son to kind of pick up where he may or may not have left off. And he played a really good role in it. He's the Red Power Ranger. The Pink Power Ranger was played by Naomi Scott, I think her name is. I just checked it out. I'm doing this all on Google. I don't know these people. I'm not trying to act like any serious movie critic. I'm just literally pausing and going to Google, checking the name, looking at the face, and coming back to you guys. So that's what I got to do to make this sound kind of accurate and kind of, make it sound good. So Naomi Scott, she's the Pink Power Ranger. She was on the high school cheerleading team, and Miss Congeniality, kind of popular girl in school, and that's it. She played a good role. It was good. It was believable. And they also threw in there about bullying through texting, because all these kids get together because they're meeting on Saturdays for detention, because they all did something throughout the movie to make them have to make it up on a Saturday afternoon. Kind of like if you ever saw the movie back in the day, and you older people understand what I'm talking about, The Breakfast Club. It's exactly like The Breakfast Club, but without the superhero aspect to it. And they all have to meet on Saturdays and commit their time for the rest of the school year. And that's how they ended up, all converging in the same place. So her thing is, she sent a picture text around the school, and she didn't realize how much of a bully she was, or how horrible it was, until she actually saw the father's face when they're in the meeting with parents and all this kind of. They don't show this part, but she's telling her deepest, darkest secret, how she actually finds out how bad of a person she was. So it was very good to see that kind of a context and real world situations in today's world with kids and cyberbullying and suicides and all that kind of stuff. So that was really cool to see. Black Power Ranger was played by I think a Japanese guy, Asian guy named Ludi Lin. Ludi Lin, something like that. And he's his deepest, darkest secret. He looks like a high school dropout, good looking kid, athletic and everything. And he's taking care of his mom, and he's scared, and tough guy at first, but he breaks down, and that's how you find out who he is. And the guy kind of behind the scenes, the like Oracle kind of guy, is played. He's also a Power Ranger. In the beginning, you see him, and throughout the movie, he's kind of like the kind of like the Wizard of Oz, the guy behind the scenes. It's Bryan Cranston, I think that's his name. And he played, Breaking Bad. He was in Godzilla. He was in Argo. If you don't know who he is, as soon as you Google his name, as soon as you see the movie, you know exactly who I'm talking about. The guy's been around forever and does great work. And as soon as he comes on, even though he has prosthetics on, you can still tell it's him. And he's basically just a face. You don't really see too much of him throughout the movie, but I don't really know what to make of that character, really. Not yet. Later on, I'm sure it'll become something, but I want to say he's the glue to all the Power Rangers. He does something very heroic towards the end, but other than that, you don't really see him too much. This is just about the origin and the beginnings, and the unification and coming together of the Power Rangers. And the villain is played by Elizabeth Banks, I think it is. I think that's what it said. And you can't even make out who that person is. I don't even know what TV shows or anything. I guess I could Google it and find out. But she has so much prosthetics and makeup on and everything like that you can't even see who the person is. But it's pretty cool. She did her thing. So that's all I have to say about this movie. It's kind of dark because it's raining here. I just left the movie theater. It's a really good movie. I suggest that you go see it. Bring your boyfriend, bring your girlfriend, take the kids. It's a good movie. It's a good, solid 90 minutes of fun. It takes them a while to get everything together, but there's a storyline. It's not boring. Like I said before, there's a couple of little lulls, a couple of little dips of, let me get some popcorn. Let me not go get popcorn, but let me dip into the popcorn bag, or let me reach down and get the drink, because you have a second to actually do that. So I would go see this movie right away. It's good. It's a good movie. Check it out. Do me a favor, though. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click on the bottom over there. I think it's over there. And watch out for my other critiques on the movies. And like this one. Try and give me a thumbs up if you like it. Leave me your comments down below. Tell me what you'd like to see. It's a brand new channel. Just trying this out. I go see movies anyways. I've been seeing movies my whole life by myself. When I used to compete in bodybuilding contests and stuff, I would definitely, my thing was, when you're dieting and everything, hate people, don't want to be around them, go see movies by myself. People used to think it's weird. I don't think it's weird. I do it all the time, and now here I am doing it to convey the message as well as enjoy the movies. It's my time to get away. It's nothing for me to see 2 movies in a day. Nothing. Love it. Anyways, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and thanks. Later.